Just gonna do a quick mic test. Sounds all good to me. Give me 1 quick second, folks. Yep, we are good to go once I get these wires untangled. Here we go. So, howdy, Immortallium here, and I am back to do some more Pennyblood Hellbound. Now, I am quite curious to see how this is going to progress, because last time we escaped but then went back. So, I'm wondering exactly how this is going to be structured. But anyway, yeah, so just that. Also, sorry for being late on coming on to stream. I'm a bit tired today. And I'm not even sure, like, how long I'll do all of this. This music sounds different than usual. Yeah, this music's very different. Almost has like a slightly Christmas vibe to it. Oh. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh my god. Okay, so that was a cutscene just starting. Okay. Sorry about all that. Anyway, so yeah, I'll have to see how long I'm going to do this for, but yeah, let's figure that out. So anyway, hey, can I ask you all a question? Why are you ignoring Vito? We aren't. We're just waiting for him to stop sulking and regrow that spine he used to have. He kept talking about how useless he is. So he shall ever remain, as long as he continues to shirk his training and ignore the opportunities he has to enhance his capabilities. Have you talked about the malice infusions? Isn't there any other way for him to be useful? Clara, when the Wright brothers invited the first powered airplane 17 years ago, do you think the stubborn naysayers were able to suppress the progress of technology? Of course not. The pioneer era of aviation began without fail, resulting in a worldwide technological war to see who could do the most with this newfound power flight. That is actually true. I mean, God, life really did change after that, didn't it? The Wright brothers' business had already become obsolete by the time 1910 rolled around due to their failure to adapt to the furiously changing times. And in the end, their blood, sweat and tears were freely utilized to produce the many fighter jets we saw employed in the latter half of the Great War. Progress is absolute, Clara. Once new technology is discovered, you either adapt to the new or remain as the old, and the old is forever left behind. When I first met Vito, he was the greatest marksman I'd ever seen. He drank every now and then to calm his nerves, but... But now, that drunken coward couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if it was 5 feet in front of him. Vito's an adult. Babying won't help him grow. That's why we ignore him. We have no choice but to give him opportunities to grow on his own. Fine. No sympathy, huh? Axeman's usually a soft touch. Maybe I should pay a visit to Purgatory. Okay, well first off, I'm gonna look around at a couple of things. So there's a quest? Wait, is this one that we've already gotten, or... Oh god, what was her voice? Oh my god, you guys will have to forgive me for some of these voices, because I'm sure I won't be consistent with them. I'll admit I had my doubts, but this is actually quite palatable. Right? He's smelly, gross, and super weak, but he knows how to mix a good drink. Oh, you're gonna make me blush here with all that sweet talking, sister. When I first ran into you in Ivory's Wing, you seemed nothing more than a useless, blubbering mess. So you may now consider me mildly impressed, I suppose. And now I can die a happy man knowing that an esteemed woman such as yourself took a liking to my hoosh, Miss Rhiannon. Not that I'm eager to die again or anything. I'll keep doing my best to make my humble little bar the best watering hole this damn hideout's ever seen. I've got ideas cooking that'll knock your socks off. Oh, exciting. But your menu's already pretty stacked. What else could you possibly add? You found yourselves a chef recently, didn't you? Figured I'd try to strike a deal with him so as I can add some new bar snacks to my repertoire. What? Wait. You want to cook with Denke? I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Hey now.
Hey now, little lady, are you looking to hog all those yummy looking meat pies for yourself? I've been meaning to choke one down myself, but But what? This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Can't even bring myself to take a step in these directions, so, am I going in my place, sister?
I think not.
Go talk to him yourself.
That's a much better way to show him how serious you are about your proposal and would make negotiations go more smoothly. Oh god, what was this guy's, I agree wholeheartedly. Let's hear this business proposal of yours, Hellbound. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just taking a stroll and I heard my name crop up in your conversation. Thought I might save you the trip and begin negotiations right here.
Thank you kindly.
Well, I'll be damned. You're absolutely right. Thanks for the consideration, pal. So what do you say? Want to share a few of your recipes with me?
Is that so?
Yeah, that's a good point he's about to bring up. It's my recipes you're after. I see. What do you offer in return for this partnership? I hadn't thought that far ahead. Just figured we might as well share what we've got since we're two peas stuck in the same pod and all. Oh, you're welcome to take some of my drink recipes if you want. I have no need for such things. Herbert, I recommend you think more seriously about your survival. You hit the nail on the head about us being two peas. Why exactly do you think the Hellhounders continue to shelter us? Because I can pour a damn good beer?
Excellent.
Exactly. You serve a unique purpose. You are this hideout's only bartender. What if you were to pass the details of your trade on to someone else? Suddenly you wouldn't be so special anymore. So Herbert, I will not share my recipes with you for any price. I recommend you do the same. Once purposeless, one might decide that you would better serve the hideout as a plate of tender, juicy pulled pork.
What do you mean?
How oddly specific. Or a plump rump roast in Miss Rhiannon's case. What do you say about a rump? Now then, I must get back to preparing tonight's supper, if you'll all excuse me. And I should be getting back to the lab now that I've lost my appetite.
No way.
Pulled pork, huh? Bert's looking really a bit out of shape. Maybe a different track on the jukebox will give him some pep. Have other records in hand, right? That's our go-to? Using the jukebox? Yes. So we've gotten a couple of them, I think. Wait, the introduction. Hang on. The Violence, Druids, Reincarnation. I'm just gonna flick through here to see if there are any that I quite like. That mightn't be bad, that one.
Toodaloo.
Love this song. Did you put it on for little old me? Of course I did. It's painfully obvious how blue you are, Bert. Well, ain't I the sucker? One foot in the grave and now I'm making a little lady like you fret over me. This one. The Hellhounders aren't gonna cook you up. Denke just has a unique perspective. You sure? That salty Gova lady looks ready to make a meal out of me at the slightest flub up. Just thinking about it makes my bladder quiver. Yeah, well, she's a special case. I'm pretty sure everyone else is a big fan of your drinks now.
Thank you kindly.
And I'm awful grateful for that. Back in Arizona, I was a real crack shot, and I knew it too. Felt like nothing could hurt me so long as I had a pistol at my hip. But that ass don't matter here in Micklin unless you've got superpowers like you folk. Hey, you call my name if anyone tries to bully you, Bert. I'll knock him into next week. Well, ain't that a relief? But honestly, that ain't what's got me down. That old Denke there ended up reminding me of just how rotten the human brain can be. Some say there are people out there who only care about saving their own skin. But I say there ain't any other way to live in a world like ours. Is the outside world really that cutthroat? In some ways, it's even worse than it is in here. Dang it all, now you gotta remember my days as a 2-bit deputy. What's a deputy? Think of it like a policeman, except better. See, I dreamed of being a hero just like my old man, catching the bad guys. You know how it goes. It was long before I learned just how cheap justice goes for out in Arizona, of course. Especially with all them greedy prospectors out to claim more territory for themselves. Man could shoot with another man right outside the station one day and walk free the next, so long as they had enough cash and friends in high places. It would be plumb crazy, I tell ya, so I sometimes take matters in my own hands rather than let rats like them back out on the street. That there didn't earn me any merit from any effing body, let me tell you. I tell you what. So I took refuge in a bottle instead. You can imagine what it did for my temperament. Yeah, you do tend to lose your cool after you've had a few drinks. Still, I never gave up. Oh, a little bit there actually sounded slightly Persona-ish actually in terms of music. Tried moving to a new town, bought myself a ranch, even settled down for a while with a pretty lady. Tried everything that came to mind. As I watched outlaws rob, pillage and murder whenever they damn well felt like it, only to walk away with a slap on the wrist for a litany of dumb ASS reasons. Then my old man got murdered, shot in the back after honorably serving his country for decades. That was the justice he deserved? So I said F it. F justice, F my wife, F the territories, F it all. And you became an outlaw too? Is that how everyone ends up? I can't speak for others, but I figured if I'm gonna die like a dog anyway, then I might as well play the game first. Watch dumber a-holes get away with it for years. Sad truth is, never did I feel more alive than when I was robbing trains and shooting rich folks square between the eyes. I did what I wanted, took what I wanted, killed who I wanted. Total freedom, total power. Probably still be doing it now if it weren't for the Grey Witch catching up with me. Wait, I thought Ivory was the one who snagged you. You tell me it was actually the Grey Witch herself? Yep. Years ago, Roundup being Micklin's very first tenant thanks to that one dumb mistake. You're Micklin's first prisoner, Bert? That didn't mean the Grey Witch captured you herself. Yep. Pulled a gun trying to rob her on my way out of Panama. Talk about barking up the wrong tree. Apparently she was only supposed to be there for a few days on a vacation, but she ended up meeting some fella who tickled her fancy and she extended her stay. Okay. And that's how she ended up running into me. The same guy who's now helping her daughter escape from her own prison. Fate sure is a cruel mistress, huh? Definitely owe her a punch or two, that's for sure. Did that, like, unlock any new recipes, or...? Oh, wait. I unlocked these by... Oh, okay, sorry. Did I always have these options to unlock them by spending... Okay, well, we'll come back to that later on. Let's see what our other options are. Forbidden Trapdoor. Sabnak is now lurking in the Forbidden Trapdoor, has given you the ability to create new weapons. Once you create a new weapon, don't forget to equip it, and don't be afraid to try new weapons every now and then. Unlocked at level 2. What do you mean level 2? That costs a... We only have one of those. And one of those. For Clara. Is it the same... Looks like it's the same cost... per. I was using Salty Cova earlier. But I am curious about these two other weapons. The thing is quite a precious resource at the moment. I think I'll just... Oh, that's one as well. Look at that, though. The fact that we get poison damage in there as well. Get a skill. Man, I'm being very indecisive today. So now you can do masochist mode. Okay, that's something we'll consider. Demonic Wardsmith. With Kugai in the hideout, the charm chest has been upgraded into the Demonic Wardsmith. Since Kugai is very skilled at creating accessories, she'll now be able to create new accessories for you as long as you provide her with the right materials.
Welcome.
Okay, let's see what our options are. Okay, with it. That doesn't seem that powerful to me, but maybe I'm wrong. at the beginning of each battle stage for each passive skill you own. So like the max, I'm trying to remember, is it 8 passives you can have or 10? So it's like either 8 or 10%, which isn't the worst, but it's not amazing. And we could level it up probably and it would become more powerful. That's something to actually remember with some of these. That you can actually level these things up. Allows you to randomly reroll skill spheres 1 time. 4% every time you clear a battle stage. You know what? I think that's worth the purchase. Because maybe I won't need that other passive if I do that. Buffs your attack by 4%, fills 10% of your ecstasy gauge. Increases the amount of blood that spills out. Whenever an enemy explodes, the malistals. So this is like an investment. Pennies based on the amount of blood that spills out. After reaching maximum overkill. So you'd have to get maximum overkill each time. I like that. Whenever you defeat a boss. Okay. Shortens the cooldown of active skills when you start battle stage with money. Changes the amount of stages you need to clear in order to activate chains to 3. Well, for the moment, I quite like this one. Okay. So, having the dog tag is kind of nice for the moment, so I'll keep that. Yeah, Techno Creeper we can just replace at the moment. And that's so little healing overall, I may as well go with this. Having like these is probably a better investment overall. Oh yeah, so wait. You have a quest, huh? Actually, speaking of quests.
Welcome.
Good evening, Clara. How fares the organ hunt?
Hi.
Not bad, I guess. Hey, you sure all the stuff we're turning into you is safe to eat? Mm-hmm. Has there been some anomaly in my cuisine as of late? I don't know, the food's always super yummy, but we're talking about monster guts here. Monsters. Made of magic, mouse, and who knows what else. Ah, yes. The mouse adds very nice aftertaste, doesn't it?
Is that so?
Though you do seem quite curious about the contents of my dishes. Would you like to learn the ways of my trade? Be lying if I said I don't have a ton of questions. Not sure I actually want to know the answers, though. To become a good butcher, one must first become a good hunter. There is a great deal of skill involved in assessing and selecting a choice cut of meat. For example, what do you think I see when I look at you?
Okay.
A baddie with a nail bat? Spicy meatballs is the answer I was looking for. The hair, or maybe? Excuse me?
Delicious.
Yes, I believe your lean, tender flesh would be best enjoyed ground into minced meat with generous spices. You want to take this outside and see who makes better minced meat, buddy? Because I guarantee it's not going to be me. Oh, I would never dream of besting you in a feat of strength. On the contrary, I sense greater potential in your abilities as a hunter, Clara. But it seems to me that you still lack skill when it comes to analyzing the culinary value of your targets. As I just demonstrated, a true butcher can discern the best way to prepare livestock simply by analyzing its outward appearance. Did you just call me livestock? You're not winning any points here, pal. Come, are our bodies not simply livestock for the soul? Our minds are only able to subsist thanks to the renewable nutrients our own bodies provide. Huh. I never knew being a butcher was so deep.
Excellent.
Oh yes. One can learn a great deal about humanity through the preparation of meat, Clara. If you would like to deepen your knowledge further, shall I give you a simple exercise to perform? I'm always happy to assist budding butchers in their education. This isn't going to involve chopping anyone up, is it? Aha, of course not. I would never... Sorry about that, folks. I would never leave such a delicate task to a knave with no training. This exercise will involve knowledge of your allies, so feel free to step back and take a good look at them. Talk to me again when you're ready. We shall begin at once. Is this essentially a quiz? Anyway, while that's happening, let's see. At the Dismantle of Death, you can trade materials you possess for other materials. Every now and then they can put certain things on sale. Keep an eye on them. Okay, so I presume... Yeah, these are all sorts of body parts. Oh, you can get the Crimson Medullas? Interesting. Oh, I guess those are the entrails I was hearing about. So right now I have 6 eyes, 11 skulls, some red ones, red entrails. Doesn't look like I have any yellow entrails. And no hearts, I think. Oh no, we do... Sorry, we do have hearts, but they're like other types of heart. They're the black hearts. Whereas I guess those are just regular blood pumping hearts. Okay, we'll come back to it.
Hello there.
Hi there, Clara. I've been watching you make modifications on yourself, and I have to say, I think you've got some true potential. Oh, really? Really? Not just for malice, but it seems my black magic takes very nicely to your body as well, unlike the other Hellhounders. Guess that makes me pretty special or something, huh? Oh yes, you definitely have special blood. Your mother's accomplishments are more than enough proof of that. True. My mom does seem really talented. What is magic, really? How is it any different from malice? Unlike malice, which naturally forms from the hatred of a living creature, magic always requires human will in order to be activated. I keep yawning, folks. Sorry about that. This activation can take the form of a ritual, sealing a pact with an angel or devil, or casting a spell to borrow nature's power. Either way, the caster themselves must want it. You mean all we need to do is think, hey, I want to be stronger, and we'll get more power? That doesn't sound so hard. If it were that easy, everyone would do it. No, any proper transference of power requires a medium. A magically infused seal, a pendant, a staff, or perhaps a sacrifice. A sacrifice? My grandmother entrusted several magical tomes to me, and I was cursed. And as I was cursed with a weak constitution as a child, I spent my days leafing through them, studying witchcraft and dreaming of receiving true power. I wanted to become a witch as powerful as my grandmother, one who could live as she pleased, free of any bonds. It was all going so well, and then I ran into him. The Ivory Warlock? I never expected a descendant of a witch-finder of all things to be so well trained in witchcraft. My own hubris would prove to be my downfall. In the end, he stole all my magic tomes from me and used them to grant himself even more power. My ancestors penned those tomes after barely escaping annihilation in Salem's witch trials, the records of women overcoming death and oppression through strength of will. And he took them. Allowing a man like him to abuse those tomes for his own twisted purposes is nothing short of blasphemy. He must pay. But I have a duty to make sure my power survives, not just for the sake of my ancestors' sacrifices, but for future women to whom magic may grant salvation.
What do you seek?
So Clara, fancy becoming a witch, just like your mother? If you do, I'll tell you all my secrets. Doesn't that sound fun? We can share all sorts of secrets together. What? Me? A witch? Secrets? It's a simple question. Do you wish to become stronger? Yes or no? If you have the will inside you, then the answer should already be clear. Let's see. Rhiannon seems so wise. In a way, she's like the big sister I always wanted. What if the Axeman's right and she's actually up to something? What should I do? Just to give it a go.
Splendid.
I knew I saw potential in you. I felt something special emanating from you the moment our eyes first met, Clara. Really? I just thought it'd be fun to summon a black cat or something someday. But I guess that's kind of childish. There's nothing childish about true witchcraft. You'll learn all about that soon enough. How soon, though? Aren't you going to teach me anything now? First, I need you to complete some witch training. Talk again after that. Deal? Oh, okay, if you say so. I do. Just don't forget that I'm expecting great things from my newest assistant. Now, let's see. First, I think we should have you increase your basic abilities to their utmost limits. Increase all your parameters on this facility's datasheet to max, okay? Do that and I'll give you one final test to ensure you have what it takes to be a witch. With all your strength, I'm sure you'll pass it easily. Ugh, seriously? Sounds like a lot of work. I need to max myself out, huh?
What do you seek?
I don't know how much investing I have to do in order to achieve that. I mean, right now we're actually working on these two. But then again, we could just focus on Clara for a bit. Hang on, we will come back. Again, I just want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Do you have anything new to sell? Probably not. Let me see. Now that's interesting to me, to drop from entrails. Receiving a healing item from the entrails. Equipped skills. Reduces damage taken from traps. That's just a very basic one. Reroll chain effects. Causes the area boss to lose HP when you achieve 3 chains. For speed, I guess we can get that. Restores 10%. Baby Cthulhu to occasionally appear. Okay, we'll take that. Because I heard that that's a good thing to do. Okay, that'll do for you. Now, let's see what we can get here. So far, nothing too exciting. Oh. I guess this is just indicating that these are new. Completed one time. We get a record? Okay, that's cool. And oh, we got a lot from here. What is that? The weird looking drops. I have a few questions about that. Okay, got you 2, and we're close-ish to the blood. Still have a bit of a ways to go. Axeman? You got a moment? It's about Vito. I want to know what happened to him. Why is he so afraid to undergo a malice infusion? Well, it's a difficult issue to be sure. As a resident record keeper of the Hellhounders, perhaps it does fall to me to inform you of the details. 3 months ago when we bombed Wall Street, it was Vito's job to assassinate 2 men, named Palmer and Hoover, from the rooftop of our hideout. But that's where Vito botched things up? Not quite. It seemed that Vito had been marked before he even arrived and was subsequently abducted before he could complete his mission. Someone else had their sights on Palmer, a depraved Kapal, who had been gifted dark arts by a creature from the other world. We pursued Vito into their lair, struggling to survive in our first encounter with magics and horrors unlike anything we'd ever seen before. It was only thanks to the power of our malice infusions that we came out on top, and of course, lacking such enhancements, Vito could do naught but cower in fear. In one regard, Vito let his guard down. In another, he had no guard to raise in the first place, for what mundane human can defend themselves against the black arts? Up until then, the worst we'd ever faced were elite operatives, trained agents from the BOI, and cruel politicians. All mere humans when you get down to it. But that day changed everything. Horrible forces brew in our world now, Clara. We must do everything we can to fortify ourselves. That makes sense. So then why doesn't Vito understand? Why is he still so against using malice? Sadly, there is one other aspect to the equation. Absorbing malice into one's body is never a clean process. Some die while trying, and others, well... There are side effects? A great many. Simply being able to contain the malice itself requires a great deal of training, which Dr. Eugene administered to us flawlessly. But, still, there are times when even I can feel the malice creeping into my heart, threatening to overtake me. When I found myself face to face with Vito's captor that day, it pushed me to my very limits, and it did take over, pushing me into a berserk rage. And Vito saw it all. He saw just how far malice can push a man. In those moments it turned me into a true implement of murder, bloodthirsty and void of all reason, desiring only violence and death. Thankfully, Daria met up with us soon after, hoping to pull my mind back from the murky depths. But had she not appeared, the Black Chaos could have very well pushed me to execute Vito along with his assailant. That sounds horrifying. Doesn't it scare you? Considering my own past, it's slow improvement. I trust fully in the abilities of my allies to support me when necessary. The sad reality is that Vito simply doesn't feel the same way. A particular shame, considering he and the boss used to be so close. I confess that I don't know what all went on between them. But now, for one thing for sure, the boss never gives up on his allies. Time and time again, he's worked hard to help Vito improve himself, no matter how drunk or defiant Vito became. Sariel's conviction is absolute, and so by accepting us as his comrades and entrusting us with his personal mission, he puts absolute conviction in us as well. There must be some way we can get them to make up. Well, I've tried suggesting things through conversation, but it's never amounted to anything. Or I'm not sure what else we can do in our current situation. I'm giving my vocal cords quite the exercise today. Can I think of any good ideas? That middle option. Okay, you know what? It's just so silly, and I don't think these options actually really matter. That's a very novel idea, Clara. But I'm not sure it would be very good for Vito's lower back. Hey, Axeman, are you saying I'm too heavy? No, I simply meant from a physiological standpoint. He's got a point. A feather would probably snap that guy in half. Do you have any other ideas? Oh, okay, so we can just pick this option, but we can... Do you think Vito's got any interest? Maybe if we give him a really nice present, it'd shake him out if this funky's in. Well, he does like drinking and gambling. According to his stories, he once broke the bank at Monte Carlo. He'd probably come attached to the table if he got back into gambling. They'd never help us out. True, if we're going to give him a present, it had best be something that would help him fight alongside us. I like how I can pick the back thing again. What if I just gave him some of my balance?
Yeah.
An intriguing idea. There would be no way for me to manipulate it with his body alone, unless he underwent an infusion. Oh, how about a malice though? A really big one, even bigger than the ones we synthesized from the excess malice we bring back. Yes, that might work. Vito is a talented illusionist. But we need to only provide him with the proper tool for the job. You just gave me an incredible idea, Clara. What a muse you are. Hold on one moment, please. After a moment of rummaging through his things, X-Men pulled out a long beat-up stick. What's this? Vito's old magician's rod. I said rod. Wand. After a particularly violent row with Sariel, he broke the crystal ball that once sat at its top and threw it in the trash. Oh, and then you rescued it?
I'm sorry.
It just seemed like a waste. Not to mention I thought the lengthy, well-crafted stick. Sorry, I'm tired and my throat is getting tired. So I'm just saying all sorts of things now. Would serve as the perfect back scratcher. So that's why it's covered in hair. I gotta give it a shot. After a moment of concentrating her mind, Clara extended her hand and channeled the malice flowing through her body into a sphere. A fresh chunk of crystallized malice dripped out from her palm, merging with the scratched up wood of the old wand. Marvelous. More importantly, how do you feel, Clara? Do you need to lie down at all? No, I'm fine. It's really pretty easy for me to do stuff like this, for whatever reason.
You got it.
Well, it certainly seems like a fine malice tool to me. Let's take out Vito and show him at once. Okay, we'll do that in a moment.
You got it. Yeah.
Also see this quest. Oh my god. So much more talking. No, that's not it. Since when did my imagination become so enfeebled? Axeman, a jazz-loving serial killer who became infamous in the American South. At least that's what Dr. Eugene said. You ever just say hi? Howdy, Axeman. Why long face? Oh, is that you, Clara? Perfect timing. Truth be told, ever since coming to this Mickleham place, I can't seem to find any use for my beloved pen. Your pen? What, you're going to slice people up with pens now? Of course not. Please don't misunderstand me, Clara. I'm not some base hooligan who draws pleasure from violence. I fight to protect the weak, to uphold justice. I've always dreamed of being a hero, just like the ones you see in hard-boiled detective stories. Huh? For some reason you didn't seem like the jokester type to me. Wait, you were being serious? Indeed. But if you will not believe my spoken word, allow me to show you some of my work. Seeing is believing, wouldn't you agree? Fine, but if it's a part of severed heads, I'm gonna slap you. Chuckling, Axeman reached over to his desk, picked up the book and handed it to Clara. What do you think? I wrote them all. Sleuth Master and the Chamber of Doom. Sleuth Master and the Forbidden Crossing. Sleuth Master and the Accursed Fettuccine? You, certainly seem to have found your niche. Really? Oh, I just knew you'd be able to appreciate my work, Clara. Ugh, that wasn't a compliment, sorry. I'm currently in the middle of penning the latest installment in the Sleuth Master series. What? You're going to write another one of these things? I just can't seem to come up with the right model for my heroine, no matter how hard I try. Usually my mind is bursting with ideas, like a veritable wellspring of creativity. To that end, I'd like to ask for your assistance, Clara. Mine? I'm not exactly skilled with the art of the pen, you know. Bashing monsters in the face seems to be more my forte. Oh no, I'll be doing the writing. I just want you to pose as my inspiration for a bit. Tell me your thoughts and any memories you can remember. Become my muse, if only for a moment. Oh, you just want me to talk? Okay, where should I start though? Perhaps it would be easier to start off with a probably you were prompted to. Ah, I know. How about this question to start things off? What is the meaning of life to you? That's a heavy question to just throw out there.
What?
What? That's your idea of a starter question? Don't you think you're kicking off things off a little heavier?
I'm sorry.
Well, thinking about starting got me to thinking about origins, which naturally led me to the origin of life itself. Alright. Just give me some time to think, okay? Of course. What is the meaning of life to Clara? Feel free to answer whenever you're ready. For Clara, probably not the third one. I'm tempted to say the first one. Second also seems to kind of work for her a bit.
Okay.
Have as much fun as possible, obviously. What's the point in being alive if you aren't enjoying it? Fun, What kind of fun, though? Some may find enjoyment in committing sins and hurting others. Do such people still retain a right to have fun? Well, you see...
I'm sorry.
No, sorry. My curiosity pushed me to pelt you with questions. I didn't mean to give you a hard time. The truth is, I committed great sins in my past. Therefore, there was a period of my life where I wondered if I truly had the right to enjoy life at all. With each new year, I'm able to enjoy less and less of what I used to. And at some point, the hellhounders on my right became my only reasons to live. In any case, thank you for answering me honestly, Clara. Well, I'm glad I was able to help. It does, however, make me feel like words alone will not be able to convey the full picture. Sorry to ask another favor of you, but... Now what?
Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to allow me to observe you walking the path you've chosen? Clara in her natural habitat, so to speak. Partner up with me in a future foray and help me defeat the Ivory Warlock. If we travel and battle together, I'm sure I'll be able to witness the various facets of what's drawn you to that particular lifestyle. That'll be each cinch. Just don't stare at me too much, okay? I don't want you taking your eyes off the enemies and forcing me to do double the work, got it? Unthinkable. After how kind you've been to me, I will gladly protect you in my life, Clara. Sure, but remember to watch your own height too. Now come on, let's get going already. Okay, the portraits here aren't too big of a deal. Can I do a... I can. So this is just a quick time event essentially, so...
Are you sure? Lisa! Stop!
Okay. Pretty easy. Okay, so we did that. So that's all fine and dandy. Oh my god, there's so many quests here. Hi, Mr. Mathers. How's it going? Oh, yes, it's you. I've been meaning to speak to you. Oh, really? Now, I have no intention of apologizing for disparaging the rest of those abominable terrorists. But, well, it's clear that you've been wrapped up in this mess through not fault of your own. I feel I may have been a bit too harsh on you. You have my apologies. Oh, well, thanks. Does that mean you'd be less grumpy now? Grumpy? Pah! You would have me, an unjustly imprisoned sage, gallivant around a veritable hell as though I were prancing through the posies? I find no joy in any of this ordeal, but more importantly, my own sealed powers make it rather hard for me to continue apace with my alchemy. Now, clearly mistaken about my lack of innocence though she may be, it's obvious your mother cultivated your innate magical... That's an interesting way to spell magical. Prowess, in some way or another. It's the only explanation to how you could have had the power to astrally carry yourself back into her realm, after narrowly escaping the jaws of death. Therefore, with your capabilities in mind, I would like to ask for your help in further alchemical work. You may think of yourself as an assistant of sorts, if it pleases you. Oh, cool. So you'll teach me how to do alchemy and all that stuff? Eventually, yes. A lecture or two could be in order. But first, you must read through my body of work, which goes over the basic principles. There are 5 tomes, each 500 pages cover to cover. I trust you will only need a day or so to get through them.
What?
Can I get the font size? The whole book is just 500 words, just 1 word per page.
What's that?
What's that face for? Surely with your upbringing you've already read through a thaumatological tome or two. We've no time to waste here, lass. Thaumo what now? Blast. Your amnesia even interrupts understanding of basic magical terminology. This magical custodian is a more fitting role for you at this time. And of course, we'll have to find someone else who possesses the mental fortitude to commit all of these pages to memory. He tries man. He likes reading. The deranged, malice-riddled serial killer from Louisiana. Unthinkable. Besides, he seems to be avoiding me like the plague. What about Dr. Eugene, then? He seems to respect you a lot. The mad doctor who seems desperate to ingratiate himself with me, for the devil I knows what purpose? No. No, absolutely not. What about that Italian who the rest of those infidels use as a weapon boy? He hasn't been corrupted with malice like the rest of them, has he? No. Is malice really that problematic? For me it is. Our chemical process must be pure to reach its zenith. Thus I've been spending a great deal of time purifying all the trinkets you bring back to me. Now then, go fetch that friend of yours. I'll be waiting here in the meantime. Okay. Hey, Mad Faker. Why, hello there, young Clara. A fine day to splat some fiendish creatures, wouldn't you agree? I guess. Hey, thanks for all the backup you've been giving me in Midland, by the way. I never knew you were capable of casting so many different illusions. Oh, you've got so much more where that came from. Just so you wait and see. I'm the Mad Faker, after all. There's no pickle I can't swindle my way out of. It's nice to see you got some confidence back, too. Oh, but Clara, you see, the Mad Faker has no need for confidence, or discipline, or fear of any of that baloney. But what is life but one big sham? Let them call me a charlatan, a craven, and a cur. Unlike Vito, I got the accolades. Yes, the Mad Faker embraces all. Oh, God. Sorry, that voice is really starting to wear down my voice box. Yes, the Mad Faker embraces all scarlet letters with aplomb. Anyway, Mad Faker, I got a job for you. Mr. Mathers thinks you might make a good magical assistant for his alchemical experiments. Yes? Well, it's true, more than a few have begun to spread rumors about how I have magic imbued within my very fingers. Wait, did you just say Mathers? Yeah, you know of him, right? The old guy's been working in Dr. Eugene's alchemical chamber.
Oh, thank you.
Tell him I'm busy or something. I can't go up there. What? Why not? I know he's a little grumpy and all, but he's trying to help us escape. Doesn't seem like he's a bloodthirsty killer either, from what I can tell. Well, he might be what to turn into one if he finds out who I am. What are you talking about? You never even met him before, have you? No, and I will never will. Just get me out of it, okay? Let's just... Tell me what happened, Vito. Vito? But I'm the Mad Faker. Are you sure? Because I've never seen the Mad Faker's teeth chatter like that before. Look, it's got nothing to do with you, Clara. It's related to something that happened before we got thrown in here. I didn't realize who matters was when he first came into the hideout until Axman told me. Trust me, Clara. You won't want to know who I am either. It'll be better if you just find someone else. Alright. But could I say anything? Let's tell him you're too busy to help out. Thank you. I'm sorry, Clara. I'm back. Where's the Italian? He said he was too busy. Sorry. Confound it all. Can none of those blasted terrorists be relied upon? Fine then. Suppose we'll have to make do on our own.
Say hello.
Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much dialogue. I guess that makes sense because just hang on. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a second, just to give me some energy while I'm just processing this. So last time we had beaten the first 3 stages, I believe. Then we went ahead and beat the 4th stage. And is the 4th stage where... What am I talking about? Wait, what did I actually just say? Hang on. Actually, can I go... I can't go back. I actually don't know what I just said there. I think my brain might have actually been... Fourth stage? What was I talking about? Oh! Yes, sorry. I remember now what I was talking about. The 4th stage was the Penny Blood Hellbound. Yeah, so we had gotten there before. We got one character and then we came back. Then we went out, we got up to there, we got beyond. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Okay, sorry about that, folks. My brain just started shut down there. Ta-da! Surprised you, didn't I? Yes, 'tis I, the Mad Faker, come to aid my brethren in their greatest time of need. What are you doing here? You wanted my help, didn't you? Excuse us for a moment, Mr. Mathers. You got a weird condition that makes you explode unless you make a late entrance or something? I admit, I had some doubts at first, but after I saw you walk off alone, Clara looking oh so forlorn, I knew I'd made a grave error. So I went to seek counsel with the Axeman. He agreed that considering the situation, serving the old man may be the best way of making penance. Penance? Just what did you... Okay. I know now is not the time, but you'd better tell me the whole story eventually. What are you two whispering about? If you come to help, then open your ears and listen. We have much work to get through, and I'm not getting any younger.
Okay.
Sure thing, we'll be right there. Sometime later... What was that bit from, so much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one. I'm sure everyone will get that reference. Yes, attaboy. Invoke the pentagram, burn the incense, and then return the coal to the fire. Well done. Now, astrally construct the Kabbalistic cross and invoke the archangels, Clara.
Okay.
Right, I'm on it. Excellent. My, look how far you've both come in such a short time. Haven't seen such pure results since back when I was in my prime. Standing here you two look just like... the memories come flowing back like a tempest. It isn't simply magical talent you have, Mad Faker. There's something arcane about your very existence, as if magic lends itself to you. Did anyone ever tell you that? Hold it together, man. I'm complimenting you. Yes, you look just like young Alistair did all those years ago when I first took him under my wing. Alistair Crowley? The very same. A devil given flesh, according to some due to his silver tongue, uninhibited debauchery, litany of evil he's managed to wreck. I taught that boy everything I knew after he quit academia, came to study of my secret society, and of course he tanked me with betrayal, slander, and curses. But enough about that rat. Let's instead focus on my daughter, who is by far my life's greatest achievement. Yes. With how your ability to manipulate astral energy is growing, Clara, starting to look more and more like her every day. Your daughter had magic powers too? She was conceived through a hang on now. She was conceived through a special ritual, perhaps not wholly unlike the treatment your mother gave you, to ensure that her magical might could flourish endlessly. My girl is a gifted magician in her own right, and has ever been my greatest ally. Ah, but I will have to introduce you once we all make it back to the other side. I'm sure Lydia will take to... Crash? Gah! What are you doing, you buffoon? You just spilled the entire sense all over the floor. Sorry, it just sort of slipped. I'll clean up at once. I suppose I strayed from the matter at hand as well. Let's return to our work at once. As you know, I've drafted a list of alchemical experiments that may enhance you and your allies in the hopes of expediting or escape from this Gehenna. Let us work through them one by one, and maybe once we have completed all our toil, we can speak more of the things to come after we've regained our freedom. God, that was a lot of dialogue that I had to read out. Okay, so let's take a look at our options.
You have business with me, eh?
Okay. So I don't know why there's all these question marks. Let's see, so we could get this, which would be quite expensive. Allows us to get another passive though. 15% chance for level 2 skills, currently is 10%. Skill transformations. Yeah, so these unlock new skills. Oh, that's an active skill. You know, I mean... Wait a second. Oh, I was looking at this one. But actually I need this first. I need one more of those. Okay, sure. Just to be a bit more efficient at it.
Now off with you.
Okay, so it looks like Axeman is going to come... Oh my god. Clara! An Axeman?
Hi.
Here, this is a present for you. Wait, this is... I threw this out months ago.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Vito. I just couldn't let it go to waste. You put a new crystal on it? A Malisal, actually. I made it use my power, and I promise it won't hurt you. I figured maybe you could use this to fight with us. Thank you. Vito. Why are you doing all this for me? You barely even know me. I don't need a reason, I just want to, okay? I'm grateful. I really am. I'm just sorry that this won't change anything. You've made my wand into something beautiful, but what do you expect me to do? Bonk those grotesque monstrosities over the head with it? Don't you get it? That's a malice crystal in there. You'll be able to use it to do the same things everyone else can, without corrupting your body with malice. Huh? That's pretty ingenious. And speechless, actually. I've seen you create fantastic illusions with that wand, Vito. Well, who's to say you can't do something even greater in this realm? You have no idea what this place is capable of, so who's to say for sure what you can and can't do? Unfortunately, I can. I can feel it deep inside. Everything Sariel told you about me was true, Clara. I'm a weak and spineless coward. I was only clinging to him because I thought he'd protect me. I used him just like a parasite. From the very start, I've been nothing but a fraud, trying to my best to get by on deceit and chicanery, pretending like I could be of help. But I couldn't keep up the charade, and now everyone knows me just how worthless I am. Stop lying to us, Vito. You were fighting right alongside the boss when the Hellhounders saved my life. Save your breath, Axeman. It's pointless. Impossible, even. We're losing him. I need to say something fast. Not the last one. Maybe the second one.
Alright, that's it.
Sariel, Dr. Eugene, Daria, they're all laughing at you, Vito. Don't you want to wipe those smirks off their dumb faces? Huh? Me? Show up those three. You've seen what they can do, Clara. They're monsters. No one can stop them. If they're going to get out of here, well, they certainly don't need my help. I didn't get any of those malice infusions, and I could go toe-to-toe with any of them. Have you seen how many times they've died already? Kinda embarrassing. You should see her out there, Vito. Clara's incredible. She's different, just like you are. I wish I could believe you, I really do. What's stopping you? Come on!
I'm sorry.
Clara, I think it's time we took our leave. Okay. Wait, how are we doing in terms of active quests? Let Denke give you a lesson, complete all of the experiments. All of them? Wow. That's a lot. Raise all of Clara's parameters to max and defeat Ivory as Clara and Axeman. Oh yeah, let's see how this works now if I go to the quest. Ready to begin, Clara. As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Excellent.
Very good. I will now ask you a series of meat-based questions. Think hard, and I'm sure your natural challenge will lead you to the correct answer. First, let us focus on ground meat. Versatile and capable of being used in a variety of dishes. Ground meat is best created from a cut that has rich flavour and a balanced meat-to-fat ratio, such as that seen in braising steaks. With that in mind, who from the hideout pops into your head when I say the words ground meat? What did I get myself into? Not Kugai, probably. Probably not Axeman. Mathers? Don't know about Mathers either. He said balanced, right? He is muscular though. Would that take that into account? Let's just go with Kugai.
Is that so?
Incorrect, unfortunately. While Kugai undoubtedly possesses the potential for some wonderfully juicy fatty cuts, her voluminous acids lead me to believe she does not possess that proper balance of fat and lean meat. No, Kugai would taste much better as a fillet, where her tenderness would truly shine. Okay. Better not let you hear you say that, though. There's still a great deal to learn about analyzing meat, Clara, but that's perfectly fine, as it's meant to be a learning experience. Okay.
Excellent.
The Axeman is... Okay, so I should have just... Yeah, the muscle and the corpulent disposition. Okay.
Delicious.
Okay, so I should have just gone with Axeman. Right to question 2. The key word here is cartilage. While not enjoyed across all cultures, cartilage is full of protein, can promote joint health, and tastes quite delicious prepared properly. Really? I mean, I've had cartilage in the past, but only like when I'm eating like a chicken leg or something, sometimes I'll get cartilage into my mouth. And I do manage to like break it down with my molars and stuff and then eat it. Who comes to mind when you think of cartilage, Clara? Is Nihila the one with the wacky like color scheme and stuff? So cartilage. So someone bony? Maybe Saltikova?
Excellent.
Saltikova is the correct answer. While our proportions could be deemed somewhat angular, I'm sure we could also retrieve high-quality cartilage from the joints of her arachnoid appendages.
Delicious.
Bread and lightly fry them up in some truffle oil or simply barbecue them on skewers. Yes, there's much one could do with all that cartilage. Which brings us now to the final question. Oh, how time flies. Would you like me to conjure up more exercises? No? Suit yourself. Our last keyword is jerky. Regardless of what animal it comes from, jerky is always best created from large, lean, muscular cuts of meat. Yeah, so jerky... obviously, I'm familiar with beef jerky. I do remember many years ago, when I watched Good Mythical Morning, there was a couple of episodes they did where it was like jerky from a bunch of different animals. You had like salmon jerky and chicken jerky and duck jerky and all the kind of jerky. Or is that bacon, now that I think about it? Oh, they definitely had a jerky episode though, where it was like dry, cracking like meat. And so the most common one from what I'm aware of is with a cow. Are they known for their large, lean, muscular cuts of meat? I would have said it'd be quite fatty, a lot of them, but maybe specific parts of the cow. Maybe it's like the upper part of the cow. That is categorically a processed item. We want to use meat that contains as little fat as possible in order to prevent the food from spoiling. Now then, who comes to mind when you think of jerky? Oh god, who are the... Oreo is the gambler lady, Vito is your man up above there, and Sariel? Sariel, who's Sariel again? Oh, Sariel's the big muscular guy. Wait, did he say that muscle... Yeah, he said muscle was a thing, right? With no fat?
Excellent.
Yes. Now, Sariel's outstanding muscular structure would make some positively scrumptious
Who are you calling jerky?
Oh my, speak of the devil. What perfect timing.
Spare me the games, butcher. What kind of treacherous thoughts are you trying to put into our newest recruit's head? Extracting Saltikova's cartilage, turning the Axeman into ground beef. You must be really tired of living in this prison after all.
Yeah, the only thing your weird lesson taught me is that you really have hankering for the Hellhounders.
Is that so?
My, how presumptuous. Everything we discussed was simply conjecture, meant as a lesson to help Clara cultivate her budding instincts as a butcher. Let us not forget the nature of Mictlan, after all. Why go to the trouble of hunting someone alive when there are fresh corpses abound? Oh, I get it. The poaching you were put in here for was really you hunting humans, wasn't it?
Let's get down to brass tacks, butcher. So what are you plotting? And choose your words carefully or we'll be eating you for dinner.
Aha. Then in that case I simply must ask, how would you prepare me? We throw you right in the trash. You speaking metaphorically, you freak. Was he? Just between us, do you think I am the only one to have tasted human flesh among us here?
You think we're the same? Don't make me laugh.
There's no point in denying it. I could tell that you've had similar experiences just by looking into your eyes. I was only doing what I could to survive at first. At a young age, I ran away from home in order to escape my parents' abuse and began living on the street. Adults weren't to be trusted, you see. Most of them were heartless liars after all, so we children had to fend for ourselves. In such conditions, why hunt for rats and their measly chunks of sinew, when you could suck the delicious fat from the bones of a juicy human body instead? Telling me you've liked how humans tasted since you were a child? Don't get me wrong, it tasted vile at first. You see, my mother never fed me well, let alone teach me how to cook, but through a great deal of trial and error, I became a pro at dismantling bodies and preparing cuisine. I even developed a knack for teasing out the best way of cooking any animal I laid my eyes upon. I had no mistake though,
I did not tell you all of this in self-defense. I am a simple butcher through and through.
Delicious.
So sometimes there come days when I cannot contain my desire to feast upon delicious meats. Are we not all human? Slave to the same base hungers as everyone else? If I am to be able to freak, then so should everyone else within this prison. As her Sariel just explained, there are many reasons why a person may come to know the taste of human meat. And any meat has the potential for great flavor, with the right preparation and seasoning, yes? Huh? I think I get it now. Whoa, wait. What am I saying? Oh, jeez, I almost agreed with you there. Yuck! Understand your background now, Butcher. That doesn't mean you don't have any stupid plans for us crawling around that twisted little brain of yours. Please, do not worry. I have absolutely no intention of hurting any of the hellhounds while you still breathe. Why we still breathe? That sounds super suspicious. Well, I'm not going to spend all day entertaining a butcher's word games. You should be focused on your training like a proper recruit. Ugh. Can I at least get something to eat first? You're free to get back to work, Butcher. We'll be expecting supper as usual tonight.
You'll come again soon.
In that case, I'll begin my preparations at once. Good luck with your hunt, Clara. Okay, so we completed that. So now we just have these 3 to go. Okay. So I'm thinking we level up Axeman a bit. Or should we focus on Clara, actually? Axeman actually has more...
So that's what you want?
The bleed
that's
potential,
what you
I'm
want?
curious. I mean, I have a suspicion of what that could mean.
So that's what you want? So that's what you want?
Let's see. HP, dodge count. Attack would be... More attack would be nice.
So that's what you want? So that's what you
Oh
want?
my, okay. How much does it cost to, like, fully upgrade everyone?
So that's what you want? 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 So that's what you want?
Okay, so now we've maximized our ecstasy attacks.
So that's what you want?
And can we upgrade anything for Axeman now? Doesn't look like it.
Farewell.
Okay, so I think we are pretty prepared now. Let me just quickly save. And actually, I'm going to take a quick intermission, folks. And then... Oh, actually, the other thing is... I wonder if you get, like, better rewards and stuff for doing it on higher difficulty. Considering we're probably going to be doing the same levels again and we've been upgrading. Oh, actually, wait. Hang on, can we... We don't have that. Let's enhance your one a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we will do a little bit of a run on the higher difficulty. Oh. Okay, hang on. This is as good a point as any for the intermission, so... Give me just... Sorry, that might have sounded quite quiet. Give me just one moment, folks, and I will be back. So, yes.
Okay, so, sorry, first off, I want to apologize for this probably longer intermission than I was expecting. And I've actually made a decision that we're going to get all this hideout stuff done, and actually that's where we're going to finish today, because if I go on a run right now, it's going to be non-committal. So I don't want to do that. I want to come back next time and do like a proper committed run. So yeah, I'm just feeling very tired today, you see, folks. So I think, yeah, we've gotten a bunch of stuff sorted out in the hideout now. As you can see, we're actually approaching hour and a half. Probably at least a proper hour of just like doing dialogue and everything, making decisions, all that, which is still pretty decent progress. So yeah, I'll get all this like bit of dialogue finished up, and then we'll be finishing the stream.
So we're putting the prison break on hold until we can find a way to get Clara out safely too.
Also, I just want to double check.
Way to get Clara out safely too.
Yep, okay. Just wanted to make sure that my voice is still being picked up fine.
And oh,
That's all well and good for Clara, but what about us?
Hey, this was never meant to be an open forum.
What do you mean?
So you were just going to ditch us here? Why am I not surprised? You're evil!
What kind of fool do you take me for?
You ask more details, young man. If some foreign entity has indeed infiltrated this prison, what does that mean for my alchemical experiments?
Yeah, and what about my bar?
that isn't right.
I can't believe Clara is really the Grey Witch's daughter.
Delicious.
Seems like we'll be stuck in here for longer than we imagined then. Shall I draft up a new hunting schedule?
Hey, if you've got complaints, you can tell them to Clara.
What? You want me to deal with the mob?
What's wrong? Don't think you have what it takes?
What should I say though?
Okay.
Look, everything's gonna be okay. The Hellhounders already saved my life twice. They're not gonna leave anyone behind. I promise to find a way for us all to escape together, so don't worry.
Thank you kindly.
Well, Clara is really strong.
How music.
She also doesn't cut corners when it comes to fairness.
She's certainly the least...
Sorry. She's certainly the least reprehensible of those terrorists, I'll give her that. Ugh, listen to them.
They're really fond of you, Clara. Where'd you get all that charisma?
Yeah, the real Clara Bow can't hold a candle to you. Though perhaps we should be calling you Patricia from now on. What? Just when I've finally gotten used to this name, I still need to organize things in my own mind, so let's keep things as they are for now, Vito. Well, since things have calmed down here, shall we set off to meet your mother once more, Clara?
Let's go.
Hell yeah. And if some alien's really threatening her somehow, I'll bash him into next year.
Huh. No, that's the spirit.
Okay. I feel like that should have probably happened sooner at the beginning. Anyway, we did already do this last time, didn't we? Like, we upgraded the twin hatchets because we'll be using him for the next run. Which means now he has a weapon skill, which is good. We still need a lot of resources and stuff. But we are pretty much okay with that. The two things over here, one is him. Yeah. And one is this stuff. Purchase. Oh, you can buy these? With the rainbow tier stuff. Huh. Okay, well, for the moment, I'm happy enough with that. And we got you dealt with. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. I'm just going to give one quick run through just to see what options we have. Gold treasures to have better effects. You know what? Because we're going to be doing a run next time, we may as well pick that up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's all that we can do there. Oh, yeah, this is just the thing where it's... Yeah. It shows 3 of them, but it's actually just 2. We don't have enough to get anything. Oh! Hold on now, there's actually more stuff down here. But we still can't get anything.
Do come again soon.
Okay, well that's worth keeping in mind.
What do
And
you
we can't upgrade you or the Axeman any further over here.
Farewell.
Okay. You... well, we only have enough spaces for these. The extra dodge we could potentially replace now. But if we did, what would we replace it with? Let me just take a quick glance and see if there's any options I'd rather prefer. I mean, that's potential, but... yeah, I'm probably okay at the moment, to be honest. Oh wait, should I be thinking of leveling, actually? Hang on.
Welcome.
But then again, all the other stuff is
Thank
leveled.
you.
You don't have anything new to say. No, you don't. We set it to masochist mode. I don't know if I get like any bonuses for doing a higher level of difficulty, but it seems logical to me given that I'm getting all these boosts now that I will be. Okay. Actually,
Wanna drink, little lady?
since we're gonna commit to it, should we... oh, we don't have much to actually spend on it though, so okay. I was gonna buy one of those stuff. And you, we can't. No, we
You have
can't.
business with me, eh?
We're not anywhere close. Which is unfortunate. I would really like to be increasing the number of passive skills. That I'm really curious about as well, actually, down there.
Well, now off with you.
Okay, let's save. One more time for safety. Let's return to the title screen. Yeah, so this was a shorter stream than normal. It was all in the hideout, actually. So I had to do a lot of voice acting there, but you know what, that's fine. And next week we'll commit ourselves more to doing a proper run and getting more resources and stuff. I'm curious to see... Maybe I'll do a quick bit of research into the difficulty and see if that actually affects anything. Either story-wise, resources-wise, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you folks are enjoying watching me play through Penny Blood Hellbound. Of course, if you want to check out this stream in the future or any of the other streams I do, go to Immortallium Gaming on YouTube. Immortallium Gaming, that's where I upload all of these streams so that you can take a look at them in the future. Go check it out. Also, go ahead and check out Victory Chief Gaming. Victory Chief Gaming is a YouTube channel which I guide a friend through some pretty challenging games. Currently we're doing Dark Souls, and this week actually, for anyone who sees this stream, here's a little bit of a reveal. So our new game that we're going to be doing on Tuesdays is Puyo Puyo Tetris. So definitely go check that out. It's a really fun game. We're going to be doing adventure mode, which I see not that many people actually cover adventure mode. They're more kind of eager to do kind of the versus against each other ones. So yeah, definitely go check that out when it starts. All the support would be greatly appreciated. And of course, go check out UK Anime Network. UK Anime Network is a website that I work for, and they cover a wide variety of topics. We're talking anime, manga, video games, live action movies, toys, all these like Japanese media. And we cover all of it, and also I've been covering some very interesting content on there as well. So definitely go check that out if you get the opportunity. Anyway, with all that being said and done, this has been Owen, also known as Immortallium, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, have a good one.